Hi, I'm Jason Vincent, President and co-founder of Matco Financial. Today I want to talk about the 3 steps to transferring your wealth and building your family legacy. Let me frame this scenario for you. You've been living comfortably for many years off of your investments, and you're pretty sure that your money's going to outlive you. Some friends and acquaintances have probably already passed away, and you potentially have some health issues yourself. It's starting to become real that you're in the 7th or 8th inning of your life cycle. Having been proactive all your life, there are really 3 steps you need to take right now. Step 1, review your will and challenge yourself. I can't tell you how many times I hear 2 things from people sitting in front of me. First, I hear, my family gets along great and there won't be any problems when I'm gone. The second thing I always hear is, why do I need to worry? I'm not here anyways. Both of those issues are fraught with problems. One thing we know for sure is that your wealth is going to get distributed. It's just a matter of which stakeholders benefit, and are your wishes achieved? Now, who are your stakeholders? Family, of course. Government, through taxes, unfortunately. Friends, lawyers, community, or charity. The more organized you are, the higher probability your wishes are going to be achieved. What are some key discussion points that you should be having if you haven't already? Have you set up a trust? Should you set up a trust? What is going to your children or grandchildren or even charity? Will my children be good stewards of my wealth? Do I want to protect my family wealth so it doesn't leave the family, which is a big issue? What does my estate tax liability look like? Can I minimize it? These are just some important questions and considerations that we should be talking about. Step 2, review investment risk profile, investments, and structure of your finances. I've been an executor many times. This is the step that often gets overlooked and not prioritized, but it needs to be. It's very important. We need to work on consolidating your investment accounts where possible, in particular if you have a spouse. We need to terminate all those investments that are peripheral. And yes, we all have those. We don't want to talk about them, but we've got them. Some examples. Some private holdings with no liquidity. This can take a number of years, but the planning starts now. Investments that you know will be sold upon your death. We need to review your assets with the view that not all of your assets are now invested for you. They're invested for the next generation. This may also be a great time to get your beneficiaries involved in some form. Remember that the goal is a seamless and successful transfer of wealth, not just a transfer of wealth, and I can assure you there is a difference. Start to simplify your structures. It's taken you 50 years of building and structuring, so naturally you don't think you're that complicated, but I can assure from an outsider, you are. What does this look like? Wind down those personal corporations. Again, this might take a number of years and some tax planning. We need to begin to aggressively manage your tax situation. And yes, that could be a complicated process as well. It takes time. But remember, if the asset is taxable upon your death, there's really not much time for tax deferrals. And finally, step 3. Unless you really hate your executor and or your family, and for that matter, any other stakeholders, do not procrastinate. Don't leave your executor to clean up that beehive. Remember what I said earlier, that I hear all the time, my family gets along great. I can assure you they do not. In particular, when they're thrust into an emotionally charged situation, your death, with money on the line and an estate that is not well organized. It can be the smallest issue that starts a domino effect of mistrust, and it is that piece of art that someone claims that you want, for example. More often than not, good intentions get thrown out the window and replaced with anger and hard feelings that are often irreparable for families. That's the terrible part about this. Remember our goal, seamless and successful transfer of wealth. At Matco, our wealth program will enable you to achieve your transfer of wealth goal. That likely includes other important partners, and I've mentioned them already, accountants and lawyers with the skill set to help unwind some of those structures. If any of this has garnered your attention and or you want to explore creating an optimal estate plan? Give me a call or send me a note.